What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BMAX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a meta deck discussion for the Digimon TCG. We're here looking at more tournament events, more regional events, the top 16. Thank you again to Eggman, as always, for his awesome work on these events. I wanted to show you this outer picture of all the events, BT24, technically BT24 events, even though we're in the BT24 EX11 AD01 format. But it's just funny because North American Finals is over here, and like each of the new ones appears first in the list. Like we're going backwards into the future. It's just, usually you'd see that one over there, you'd see that one in the middle, and you'd see this one over here. But it's just funny that all of them are behind the finals. You got this one that we looked at last week, and now we have the OPE Bristol April Regional AD01 style. And we're going to get into it here. We're going to look at the top 16 for this regional and just see what there is. And I love the pie graph as always, so I'm really excited about that. But let's get into this video. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, here's our top 16. We have Time Stranger. We have 4 Time Stranger decks, 4 Medusumon decks. So they each took a quarter of the pie. Puppets took almost a quarter of the pie. They took a little bit less at 3. Then we had a Hoodie deck, so Hoodie's still viable. Ganku took a spot. Imperial, now with a new AD01 support, took a spot. Vortex and Red Hybrid took a spot, so that's really cool as well. And it looks like Emperor Greymon Red Hybrid. We'll have to wait and see when we get into the list. So let's get into it. This is excited because I wanted Vortex to do well. Vortex Warriors. So let's go see what's going on with the Bristol top 16s. And I mean, Imperial's another one I was hoping to see. So our first place is Puppets. So Puppets doing really well. Using that Nairomon to gain memory by trashing the top or bottom security cards. So that's kind of neat. This one here is kind of the yellow. I love how the option card just ends up here. Yellow Scramble. We have EX11 Hanimon, playing one of them. Then all the rest are Shumons. This is kind of similar to what I was playing. Although I was playing the 19 Hanimon, the EX9 Hanimon. So that's a little bit different. But yeah, playing a lot of the Searcher shoe and then a lot of the other shoes. Playing one of those guys, yeah. 4 of the promo, absolutely. I was not playing the Sistermon Ciel, which is a good card. So it's kind of nice. Gains you memory too, so that's always good. I was playing the Kokeshimon as my other rookie, but I think I did have another rookie in there. I think I played one of the EX7 Shushumon. Playing the new Karakuri as well as the old one. I was playing Chaperose because I didn't really see a lot of value in this one, but apparently people are seeing value in this one. 2 of the Kaguyamon, maxing out on Centralmon. Also playing Ragnarlord Ace, which is interesting. 1 Nayboot, 1 Ruin Mode. Maxing out on Mirai Kinosaki. And playing one of the new one. Physical training, that would just make sense. Narrative Ron makes sense, and the treadmill training makes sense as well. I guess so you can search out Ragnarlord, and I guess you can get these two. So everything in your deck is yellow, and then some cards might be black. So I kind of get the treadmill training at 1. It's an interesting deck, that's for sure. Interesting. We have Time Stranger here. Same kind of thing as what I'm used to. This one's, yeah, pretty similar. This one's maxing out on both Tamers. So a lot of times I see maxing out on one or the other. But it's pretty similar to the list we've seen. It's a little bit more straightforward. They're playing heavier copies of a lot of things, so you're not seeing a lot of extra cards like you might see in other builds. Okay, and then we have Medusamon in third. Medusamon that took Worlds. So we're seeing here. So the scrambles just end up just like way up at top. This one's not playing the Uko engine. It's playing just a Lizamon. Playing one Gaosmon as a stun card, I guess. Can't reduce Digivolution costs. And then, so that's kind of cool because you can play it as a reptile. Then playing for this Dimetro 2 Cyclomon, which I do agree was 2 Cyclomon because it's just such a good rush card you can play for free. This Dimetro, apparently people were saying, oh, it gets over Ruin Mode, and that's like, yeah, that's cool, but like you can't play it because it's over 5,000 DP. So this one's interesting here. It's good in security, but it's interesting seeing people play the promo Dimetro. I'll maybe have to give it a shot. Then we have 2 Cyberdramon, and for Lamiamon, that seems pretty. This is kind of the solid lineup. Although I think I was playing a Pyeldramon and a Cyberdramon just to split the difference. No new Tamer in sight. Still only good playing the BT24 and 21. People are using Sprint Dash training now, I guess. I don't see the difference between like just playing a 4th copy of that, because there's nothing green in your deck. So I just maybe it's just eluding me what the. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it's the security ability. The security ability sets it off. So so you get the same ability rather than just place this card in your battle area. So okay, I understand now why. And then memory boosts, Crimson Blaze, and Raging Serpentine. I like at least one of those. So it's 3 Crimson Blaze. Oh, this person wants to see that card. I've got some more Time Stranger decks here. We'll probably don't spend too much. Yeah, so a few changes. They played the Garurumon, not focusing on Marukimon, focusing on these guys more. Playing Dan Yuki, that's kind of interesting. So slight changes, like a preference. There's like a player preference for some decks, like Time Stranger, because there's so many different cards that could go in it. Like this one here plays the Gatomon, plays the Cyclonemon, plays the old Venusmon, and puts a Hiroko in there as well as a Asuna. So kind of good on both ends. We have another puppet deck. TS placing very highly in the top 16 and puppets too. This one's playing Uko, still playing the Shumons, playing more CLs. Karakura, Kaguya, same kind of thing. Maxing out, and then having the options. This one's playing Blinding Ray, so that's kind of cool as well. Obviously, the CL getting you extra memory is very good. I think this is our last Time Stranger deck, and pretty similar to some of the other ones we've seen. So, different choices. Like I said, 3 Asuna over playing some of those other tamers. So just what people's preference are, what they test, and what they like generally. We have a Hoodymon. That's a new. It's going to be Hoodymon with 1 Shakuamon, 3 Pyeldramon. That's kind of what people said that everything was going to happen. It just means you can't loop all the time, but it's still a strong deck. This one's focusing on all the new rookies, not playing the loop rookies now, because you want to get the most out of your effects. And, focusing on draw power. So draw power, same with Angemon and Seadramon, so just trying to get that draw power. That tamer play power, or that free play power, and then also focusing on the options as an offensive option. So it's kind of where we think Hoodiemon's probably going to go. We also got another puppet deck. This is our last puppet deck. This one more like the one that won first place. Yeah, this is pretty close to like the one that won first place. Scramble so good though. Why people no play Scramble? Yeah. I think the only difference between this and the top list was that they dropped one of these Shumon basically to play a Scramble. And then we have our next Medusumon. Yeah, so the Time Stranger is all placed in the top like 8. Sorry, yeah, top 8. And most of the puppets did as well, whereas the Medusumon only had one top 8. This one playing the Uko, playing the other Dimetro, so maybe the promo is better, honestly. Playing one of the old Lamiamon, I don't think that's necessary. I do play one of this Medusumon, but and they were playing the BT 18 Owen Dreadnought at 2, which I don't think is worthwhile either. So that's interesting. Gankumon X, is it exactly what we thought it was going to be? I think it's exactly what we thought it's going to be. Yep, it's oh, now they have Omnimon. Well, that's interesting. Now they're going to play one of this new Omnimon, so that is definitely interesting. But it's Turtle Ganku basically. That's what it is. That's what it always is. Deck's good. Not good enough to like be every deck, but it's good enough to top every time. Imperial Dramon. Playing this guy's interesting. I guess more search power to you. And playing 2 Warmon is very interesting as well. You know, most people only play 1. This is yeah, I wasn't seeing I was cutting it off when I looked at this on my phone. I was only seeing this, and I was like, is this guy only playing, like, he's only playing the 4 and 4 of the BT12s, but no, he's playing the 2 and the 1. The one thing is the Lydramon. A lot of people play at least one copy of Lydramon because it covers both colors, and not seeing that is kind of interesting. And then just going straight up to triple 3 dragon modes and 4 fighter modes. I think that's a little bit high. I think you could make room for other cards. Also, 4 primo is a little bit nuts, honestly, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I mean it's nice because you can digivolve into this for 2, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, 4 primo seems pretty high. But yeah, we got, and honestly, sometimes I think 2 Davis is enough in this deck. But decent list, and it's good to know it did well for him. So obviously, probably board wipe almost every turn. We also have this is the 3rd Medusumon. So this is an Uko engine again with Geosmon. Yeah. There's something to be said for playing that promo Dimetromon, apparently. The one I was most excited for, other than Imperial, Zephagamon. So we get to see here playing a couple copies of Mucho, 1 copy of the new EX11, 4 of the Searcher, 2 of the Reduced Digivolution. Oh, playing the Kokuamon that gives you Security Attack Plus. Oh, that's kind of interesting. 3 of the new Galemon, 4 of the promo, 2 Kakatorimon. This guy's pretty awesome. I like that. Playing only 1 of the new Warp Grand Galemon and 3 of the old EX7 one. That is interesting to me. But then playing 3 of the ST22, that also makes sense to me. 2 Ace, 1 of the new guy, 2 of the starter deck guy, I didn't see that. 3 Vortex Ramon, that kind of feels normal. 2 EX7 and 4 of EX11. 3 emblems. Yeah, and still playing 1 Medieval Gallant, so he's still part of the deck, which I play him as well. But this one's interesting right here. I would have thought EX7 before this guy. So that's very, very interesting. Huh. It's a very interesting build. And I'm not playing actual EX7 Fluffymon. So that's a deck. Not a lot of choices I would have made. We also have Medusa, of course. Again, the fourth and final copy of Medusa. Very similar to the other decks. Slight changes. Yeah. And then red hybrid. We have a red hybrid deck, so that's really cool. Be interesting to see. So this is got Flame Dramon pieces from 17 and 21. Strabumon from BT6. That's the old one. It's got some Agunimons, the newer Agunimons, the newer Kazumon, Kumamon, and Korikakumons. It's got the new AD01 Aldamon as well as the BT7. The promo Emperor Greymons. This one's playing the promo Emperor Greymon. Let's play one copy of Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. That's gonna, as well as the Volcanic and Magnetic Metallic Dramon combo. So that's interesting as well. Tamer lineup. It's BT21 Takuya, Takuya Koji combo card from BT18, and then the new combo card of the 3 Tamers from AD01. Playing Atomic Inferno, playing Spirit Evolution, and playing Ancient Guardian Deity. So it's an interesting deck. Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying something out like that. So that's a very cool deck. Maybe we'll have to play that and test that out, because I haven't even thought about hybrids for a while, but I love the hybrid deck. And I wanted to have a cool cross hybrid deck, but it just didn't happen in BT18. It just wasn't good enough. So that's kind of cool. So that's it, guys. That's our top 16 from Bristols. What the heck's going on in the UK? Some of these decisions seem kind of out there. Feels way different format over there in the motherland. But let me know what your guys' thoughts about all this, what the top 16 brought. Do you like the fact that we have all these new decks entering the meta? Are you sad that most of the spots are taken up by Medusa and Time Stranger and even Puppet? Puppet seeing its day in the sun even more now than it did before. It did have a few tops in previous metas, but now it's apparently really strong. So yeah, no, a lot of Liberator decks doing very well. Didn't see any rocks in there. That was hilarious. No rocks and at the Bristol regionals, but we're gonna have our own regionals coming up on April 18th. So in 10 days, I'll be participating in that online regionals. So we'll have some data from there, and I got to start to think of what am I gonna play. But let me know what you guys' thoughts about this down in the comments. Thank you guys very much for tuning in as always, and we'll do another meta deck discussion as soon as we have more tournament data to go off of. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.